sail on, little girl, sail on, take it. I said, sail on, sail on, sail on, little girl, sail on. And you come to me wondering where in this world I've gone. One more time.
Standing in the middle of those two fiddles sure cheers me up a bit. I've had twiddles.
Got your tongue tangled.
I'm wrapped around my eye tooth, couldn't see what I was saying, what happened there. But anyway, I standing between those two twin fiddles really cheers me up. I've been having kind of a bad day, Junior, just horrible day. I woke up this morning. I woke up this morning and my bathroom was on fire.
Oh,
that thing was just ablazing. But I was lucky though. I got it put out before it spread to the house.
Well, that was good. Probably had a little rain on it to put it out too, didn't it?
Burn off a big old patch of grass. Don't have to mow anymore.
There's a silver lining behind every cloud, isn't it?
Yes.
All right. Well, here we go. We're going to do a little twin fiddling. You want to do some twinning in?
Yeah, let's do some snow deer.
Snow deer. All right. Kick it off. Played that song and I imagined a big old buck running through the snow. And the other day I saw a listing of this in a phone book and it's spelled D-E-A-R. So it's about a guy who wrote a song about his sweetie, I guess. I've been wrong all this time. Snow deer, D-E-A-R.
How about
that?
Who'd think? I figured out some things myself, Junior. You figured that out. I figured out something too. I always wondered about this, but I've noticed throughout my life, now just don't get this wrong, but you've probably noticed that married women always were bigger than single women. You ever notice that? The single women are just little and
married women are bigger?
No, I figured out why.
Why is
it's simple. When the single woman comes home, she takes a look at what's in the fridge and just goes to bed. And the married woman comes home, she takes a look and sees what's in the bed and she goes to the fridge.
Okay, let's see. How does what's that? Oh, okay. Let's do that. Moving right along. Yeah, we're going to introduce old Phil on this with that.
Old Phil. He calls me old.
Yeah. Old Phil, the banjo player.
How old are you?
I'm not saying. You know I don't tell my age anymore. I quit telling my age a long time ago. When I was 20 years old, I took a solemn vow to myself. I said, I will never, ever tell my age again. I figure if I have kept it a secret for 36 years, I can keep it a secret forever. That's what I forget it. You can call me old if you want.
Yeah. But believe it or not, retired from the school system down there in Monette, Missouri. He taught at ROAR for many years, and that's where I got to meet Phil. And he does a real good job.
I found out old teachers never die, they just lose their class.
Anyway,
I better sing.
Best banjo player on the stage tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Phil Greer.
Thank you.
This is a John Denver tune. We never had figured out the name of it, even though it's probably his most famous song. We just called it the John Denver song.
There's a storm across the valley, clouds are rolling in. The afternoon is heavy on your shoulder. There's a truck out on the 4-lane, a modern motorway. Whining of his wheels makes me colder. He's an hour away from riding all your prayers up in the sky. 10 days on the road are barely gone. There's a fire softly burning, supper's on the stove. Light in your eyes makes me warm. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long lost friend. Yeah, and hey, it's good to be back home again. There's all the news to tell him how you spend your time. What's the latest thing the neighbors say? And your mother called last Friday, the sunshine made her cry. Felt the baby blues just yesterday. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Yes, it is. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long lost friend. Yeah, and hey, it's good to be back home again. All the time that I can lay this tired old body down. Feel your fingers feather soft on me. The kisses that I live for, the love that lights my way. Happiness that living with you brings me. It's the sweetest thing I know of, just spending time with you. Little things that make the house a home. Like a fire softly burning, supper's on the stove. Light in your eyes makes me warm. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Yes, it is. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long lost friend. And hey, it's good to be back home again. I said, hey.